Welcome to the explainer. Okay, let's dive into this. Have you ever wondered how a startup goes from just a vague idea scribbled on a coffee-stained napkin to a fully functioning money-making machine? Well, spoiler alert, most of them actually don't. But for the ones that do survive, there is absolutely a method to the madness. And today we're focusing on exactly that. We're going to logically map out how a business creates, delivers, and ultimately captures value. It's a fascinating process, and by the end of this, you'll see exactly how the pros build their foundations. Because think about it, before a founder writes a single line of code, or hires a team, or spends a single dollar on marketing, we really have to stop and ask this vital question. How do you map out a business before you build it, right? This is literally the core problem every single entrepreneur faces. Building a brilliant solution for a totally non-existent problem is the #1 reason startups fail. You absolutely want to avoid that massive risk of just building something in the dark without a comprehensive plan. You need a blueprint. And that brings us to the ultimate tool for this job, the business model canvas. Now, officially, it's defined as a visual management template for developing new or documenting existing business models. But what does that actually mean for us? Well, instead of a massive 80-page business plan that just sits in a drawer and nobody ever reads, this brilliant tool takes all those abstract business strategies and turns them into a structured, highly visual one-page document. It forces clarity, and more importantly, it forces speed. So the crucial point is, how do we actually break this canvas down? Well, it's organized into a clear, numbered list of 9 distinct components. Let's look at the first 5 right now, which really focus on the customer-facing side of the whole operation. First up, customer segments. Basically, who exactly are you solving the problem for? Second is your value proposition. What specific value do you deliver to that customer? And honestly, why should they even care? Once you nail that down, you hit number 3, channels. How do you physically or digitally reach them? That naturally flows into the 4th component, customer relationships. Once you've reached them, how do you interact with your target audience to keep them coming back? And finally, wrapping up this front end is number 5, revenue streams. Ultimately, how does the business actually earn money from the value it provides? You really need to be able to answer these direct questions clearly before moving any forward. Okay, so moving to the back half of our canvas, we have the final 4 operational components. Think of these as the underlying engine required to make those first 5 customer-facing components actually work. Number 6 is key resources. What unique assets do you need to pull this whole thing off? That directly drives number 7, key activities. What uniquely strategic things does the business actually have to do day-to-day to function? But of course, you can't do it all alone, which brings us to number 8, key partnerships. Who are your vital suppliers and partners? And wrapping the whole shebang up is number 9, cost structure. What are the major expenses you're going to incur while running this model? Because let's face it, if the revenue streams we just talked about don't eventually outpace this cost structure, the business simply won't survive. Now, it's one thing to just understand the theory behind these 9 components, right? But seeing it in action is where the concepts really lock into place. So let's move to and see how this builds when we apply it to a real-world scenario. How does this look for an actual tech startup operating in the highly competitive payment setting space today? And this brilliantly illustrates exactly how a company like Cred translates every single theoretical component of the business model canvas into a tangible and honestly pretty aggressive business strategy. Let's walk through this together, starting with their target audience. Cred doesn't go after everyone. Their segments are strictly premium users with high credit scores. And their value proposition? It's rewarding them just for paying their credit card bills on time. To deliver this, their main channel is an exclusive members-only mobile app, and they manage those customer relationships through a clever mix of elite exclusivity and highly addictive gamification. Think spinning wheels for rewards. To actually make money, their revenue streams tap into partner brand fees, commissions from Cred Cash Loans, and Cred Pay transaction fees. Now, flipping over to the back end, to pull all this off, their key resources heavily rely on their app technology and a high-trust user base. Their key activities? While they run iconic nostalgia marketing campaigns and successfully navigate super strict government permissions, like India's RBI guidelines and Know Your Customer norms. To make the entire reward system work, their key partnerships lean heavily on brands in the Cred store and major financial institutions. And finally, their cost structure is heavily weighted by a really high customer acquisition cost, or CAC, and the intense funding needed to actually pay out all those user rewards. It's like a giant puzzle, and every piece fits together perfectly. So as we look at all of this mapped out, the big takeaway becomes crystal clear. The business model canvas is absolutely the ultimate tool for proving a startup's viability before launch. By forcing yourself to clearly define your target market, your value, and your operational costs right out of the gate, you drastically mitigate the execution and business risks that sink so many startups. It just ensures that every single part of a business connects logically and functionally, exactly like we just saw with Crid. We've covered a lot of fantastic ground today, but I want to leave you with a final, really provocative thought directly from our source material. Looking at its 9 components, which one do you think a startup founder needs to define first before filling out the rest? Seriously, think deeply about the hierarchy of this canvas, because where you start often determines whether you succeed or fail. Thanks for joining me to explore this incredible tool and keep learning.